And we're back with the fifth part for the mansion. So in this part, we're going to be finishing off the back of the building, and that also means all we've got left to do for the exterior is to just place our roof, and then we can start on the interior. But also, just to let you know before we start, in the bottom right hand corner, it's now going to say which side we're on, so it's either going to be the right or the left, and for this it will display R or L. Also, if you are wondering, whenever I refer to a side of the building, or it displays it in the bottom right hand corner, this is the side looking from the front of the building. So for instance, although we might be on the right hand side for the back, it will actually display L, representing the left hand side, as again we're on the left hand side of the build. To begin with then, at the back, we're just going to place 6 lots of 2 blocks diagonal to each other. And that's the first one placed there. Now for another 5 diagonal to this. So now coming across to the other side and just doing exactly the same by placing 6 lots of 2 sandstone blocks. Now that we've done that for all of the rows we just placed, you can just extend them all up another 7 blocks. So that's the left done. Now to do the same on the right. Now that we've done that for all of the back, we're just going to extend our sandstone up by 1 more row. Now to do the other side. And directly in front of the row we just placed, you can just extend your spruce wood stairs all the way across. So again, you are just effectively carrying on from where we left off from the sides of the building. Once you have done this, we can extend the sandstone along the back wall, up by one more row. Next, the last thing before we start on the centre section for the back, is we're just going to be copying what we did underneath directly on top. So again, this is going to be for all of the back. For this though, we're going to begin by starting on the left, where we're just going to be going all the way across and just copying what we've done underneath. You will also notice as we're going along, I will be checking what we've done underneath to make sure we're doing the same on top. Now, as we've placed all of the frames for the back, we're just going to carry on and fill in all of our windows with our glass panes. And again, for this, I will be speeding it up, as all we're doing is filling in all of the windows on the back with our glass panes. There you go, so that's all of the glass panes placed for the back. The next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to begin by placing 6 blocks out next to the far outside block. And diagonal to the far right hand block, just add in another sandstone block. After this, just coming over to the right hand side and doing exactly the same by placing 6 blocks out and 1 block diagonal on the last block. But for all of the blocks we just extended out, you can go ahead and extend them all up another 8 blocks. So these are going to finish in line with our spruce wood stairs. That's left done, now to do the right. Next, on the third block in from the right hand side, we're just going to place one sandstone block. And diagonal to this, just add in two more 1 sandstone blocks. Again for these, placing them diagonal. Now to do the other side. Once you've done this, we're again going to extend all of these up, but this time only extending them up another 4 blocks. After this, on the top block for the first 4 rows, you can just place a sandstone block on the inside. That's the right done. Now for the left. Once you have done this in a diagonal pattern, we're just going to extend our sandstone up so they connect at the top. And again, you're going to do this for the 4 rows. So all of the rows that we placed a sandstone block on the inside of. For the back row though, you're going to only need to add an additional 2 blocks. But for every row in front, you're going to have to add an additional 2 more blocks than the row behind. Now that we've done that, we're just going to extend across the top sandstone row. For this again, just coming to the top corner, and here just extending your sandstone all the way across. But underneath this row, you should now be left with 2 small spaces, and for both of these, you can go ahead and fill them both in. There you go, that's the bottom half for the centre section placed. Now for the 2 rows we originally extended out for this section, we're just going to extend them both up so they're the same height as the rest of the sandstone wall. So if you can't remember, this is the first 6 blocks we extended out, and also the block we placed out diagonal to this. So that's the first row added to this side. Now to just add another 7 on top. That's the first of our 2 sides done. Now just for the other side. Now all we've got left to do is to place our frame and glass panes for the window above this. So once we sleep, we're just going to begin by extending our sandstone in the centre up by 1 more row. Then just coming to the corner again and just leaving a 1 block space where you just need to place 1 sandstone block. After this, leaving a 2 block space and just adding 2 blocks. But all you have to do after this is just mirror it by leaving a 2 block space again and just adding another sandstone block. For all the rows we placed a sandstone block on top of, you can go ahead and extend them all up another 6 blocks. That's the first one done there. Now for the other 3. After this, as you might have guessed, we're just going to extend across the top row. Once you have done this, the last thing we're going to be doing for this part is we're just going to be adding our stairs in all of the top corners for our windows. But for the outside too, you just need to place them facing inwards, and for the 2 wide columns in the centre, you just need to place a stair in either corner. There you go, that was the last thing we're going to be doing for this part. In the next part, we're going to be placing the roof for the mansion. But if you did want to do a little bit between episodes, you can go ahead and replace all of the grass blocks in the floor with our spruce wood planks. And this will be the first thing we're going to be doing for the next episode.